Battle over the campfire, and we're not talking about s'mores. The Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts wrangling over a change that the Boy Scouts have made to start admitting girls in 2018. The Girl Scouts are saying, not so fast. We think there's a value in having separate groups for each distinct gender. I want to check in with one of the voices that is pushing back. She is the CEO of the Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey. Her name is Betty Garger, and she joins me tonight. Betty, welcome to Chasing News.
Well, I'm happy to be here today to talk about the Girl Scouts and all the amazing things that we do for our girls and young women.
Betty, is this about a decline in membership and trying to hold on to members, or is there really some value in what you're saying is a safe space for girls?
You know, society places so much pressure on our young people, and they learn it at such an early age. Even, kindergarten and first grade, boys and girls understand what's happening in society. And social media has really added and amplified that message to our young people. So for our girls and our boys to have their own space, to be in a single gender organization is really important. They get to try new things, they get to fail, they get to start over, and they get to do that in an environment with their sister Girl Scouts and with a caring adult.
What's the value of gender-specific activities, and do you think the Boy Scouts made a mistake planning to admit girls next year?
For me, I really, I don't know a lot about the Boy Scouts. I do think that, it's not a one-size-fits-all package. Our girls really need, and the boys need, very specific environments. And so one of the words I'm hearing thrown about is convenience. It's convenient for the family. Well, building leaders isn't always convenient, and convenience isn't going to eliminate the gender inequities that exist in today's society.
Betty, how would you handle a transgender issue? Let's say there's a family that wants to have a boy admitted to the Girl Scouts who's identifying as a girl.
We are for all girls. So if that child identifies as a girl, Girl Scouts is a very accepting and inclusive environment.
Thank you, Betty. Appreciate the time with us tonight. All right, guys, let me bring you on this. Clarissa, let me start with you. Just speak to her point about gender-specific activities for boys and girls, because I think she made a great point about young women getting their start in the Girl Scouts. What do you say?
I think I agree that it should be kept separate. I think that organizations that are meant, especially when girls are young, that are meant to cultivate certain skills for girls should be kept separate, and those institutions for boys should serve the boys.
I mean, the truth is that boys in today's society are facing challenges that are really scary. 2.5 times more likely to drop out of high school, 5 times more likely to commit suicide. The academic rates are nowhere near what they are for girls. And we are a product of our experiences. I went to an integrated high school with boys and girls, and so did you, Bill. You served in the Marine Corps that was integrated. I played in a hockey game last night with both men and women. I think we're better people because of integration.
Could you see the Girl Scouts suing the Boy Scouts over this?
Well, you could sue anybody over anything. I think, would it be credible? I don't know. I mean,
generally speaking, though, maybe it's back to you, Justin. Do you see this? To me, I find this disappointing that we've had an erasure of the gender lines, and I think it's unfortunate because people think if you keep them separate, somehow you're bringing someone down, and I don't see it that way.
No, well, look, you mentioned that in the military and in sports, we have separate locker rooms and separate barracks, but the truth is that the lessons that you learned from the Marines, I would guess, and the lessons that I've learned from my athletic life didn't come from the locker room. If anything, maybe the negative ones only did. But the positive ones came on the ice or on the field, and in the field of battle the same way. I mean, I think if families are going to make this choice, I don't think the Girl Scouts are going to lose very much membership. It is probably not going to be very popular, but if there is somebody who likes it, well, sure, why not?
Got to leave it there.